So we're with Tinie Tempah, backstage, O2 Wireless 2009. What's good, Tinie?
What's up, what's up, what's up?
How you feeling? You were here last year. You killed it last year.
Thank you.
This year, you killed it this year. All the ladies are chasing after you.
They actually were. I've been running. Is my tea a bit sweated out?
No, you're right, but you're paying homage. You're paying homage.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, you have to, man. Dopechef.co.uk. Make sure you go and get yours, man.
Yes. So what did you perform today?
Today I performed a range of new and old songs. I mean, it's always great to kind of, perform the songs that the crowd love and the crowd know and the crowd remember. But however, when you do gigs like this or festivals, so to speak, you have to take into account that you are trying to reach out to maybe a wider audience, or maybe you're trying to grasp, a potential fan base that you might have not touched upon it with your day-to-day, means and techniques of promotion. Do you understand? So I performed some of my new stuff, taken off my new album, which is called The Discovery, which is coming out in February, and it went down really, really well, man. Really well.
So you had your the mixtape, Sexy Beast.
Yes.
That was quite successful too. But the album, Discovery, is going to be in the same vein as the mixtape, or is it going to be totally different? What are we going to hear sonically?
Do you know what? If you want to talk about sonically, I can't really describe it. I don't think it can be kind of put into words. I think you're going to hear music that your ears and that your eardrums have been dying to listen to. I mean, there's a lot of good music out there now, but I've always had this discussion with a lot of people. Sometimes I listen to the radio and I hear songs from 2006 and it kind of gets on my nerves. Like, what are you trying to say? Like, are you trying to say that the music out there now is not good? Like, I'm kind of sick of hearing like Britney Spears like over and over and over again on like urban radio stations. Like, it's getting on my nerves. Like, But yeah, I mean, like, that's just like seriously. So I'm trying to make music that is kind of gonna clear all of that stuff out. It's gonna be like the water, the water that clears the sand off of the shore and stuff like that. Yeah, it's gonna be that kind of music.
It's a big task. It's a big task. Are you ready for it?
Kind of found it kind of easy so far.
Oh, wow.
I've done a track with Omarion, which is probably gonna handle all of that in one go, and then the rest of it is just la 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 singing in the rain, like happy days. So
you work with Omarion. You've done some stuff with Jay Sean.
Yeah.
You frequently work with the UK like Chipmunk and Scorcher. You've been here, I saw you last year here, and I was like, this guy's a star.
Thanks.
You're still gonna be, and you are.
Thank you.
But what have you learned over the past year?
I mean, I've learned how to, show appreciation to people who are trying to support me, especially, yourself. Like, you guys, like, I hold you very, very close to my heart, and in the most manly way possible.
No homo.
You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I don't really like to say that.
Neither do I.
I think it's a very, I think when people say that, they're very insecure about their whole sexuality. But I mean, in the most manly way possible, I hold you guys very close to my heart, and I think that's one of the most important things that I've learned throughout this whole, rise to the top. They should actually televise it. We should work on that. Yeah. But I mean, in terms of interacting with people and in terms of being more, I mean, when I was younger, I was pretty, just like reserved and antisocial and stuff. But meeting guys like you who have said things to me like, you are a star, T, you are going to be a star. It's kind of, boosted my morale in a sense, and now I'm a bit more comfortable. I'm free to talk, and I have to tell you, because if I don't tell you what's going on, how are you gonna know? I can't just do something and expect. Like, I was in the bloody New York Times. I was in Playboy magazine, and I was like, do you know what? Like, it speaks for itself. It's gonna do its own work. I mean, the New York Times is probably the biggest in terms of like, media coverage that you can possibly get in terms of reading something. It's gonna speak for itself, and no one. Well, hardly anybody was like, So I have to tell you now, and now I'm a bit more opened up, again, in the most manly way possible.
Now, you got your blog.
Lookatwosugars.wordpress.com.
That's the one. It's doing really well for you. It's a great way for you to interact with your fans.
The views are in the hundreds of thousands. That's a exclusive for you. I didn't want to tell anybody. I just wanted it to kind of grow. I don't want the envious people to be like, I'm gonna stop going on this blog. But to be quite honest, I've got like a lot of industry. Like, there's a lot of industry insiders that go on my blog as well, which is great because it means that they kind of need me now. I went to the Young Vic actually. Hello, you right? I went to the Young Vic sorry, can't help it. Can't help it. Went to the Young Vic actually not too long ago, and I watched a play called Been So Long with Omar in it. and I blogged it on my Twitter. Like 2 days later, the young Vic were like, "Oh, yeah, thank you very much." I was like, "What? Sorry?" You get me? You guys tried to charge me for a flipping ticket. But yeah, I mean, the blog is doing wonders for me, and I'm over the moon about it. I'm glad, you know, any point of information or anything that you want to be updated with, my blog is definitely the place to be. And I do a lot of random stuff on there as well. So, I mean, if you want to see Tinie being tiny and doing tiny things, like, go on the blog, man. milkandsugars.wordpress.com.
I was going to say, what you also do is not only showcase yourself, but you give a lot of love to the other UK artists here as well. You tend to put a lot of their music out, show a lot of support, like Tinie, like Chipmunk. It's a good thing to see, because I think that where I'm coming from, there's not, well, it could be just industry thing. There ain't much support for people like me, and it's good to see the artists themselves take it upon themselves to unite and show that there's no hate, there's no jealousy, it's all love, we want to progress together.
Do you know what, I think, you know, I don't know if it's safe to say this, but out of everybody, I've got the most love for everybody. I'm a firm believer of together we stand and divided we fall. I think now that we've shown even that tiny bit of unity, like, the music industry is flourishing. I mean, Tinie's supporting N-Dubs, Chipmunk's supporting Tinie, everybody's jumping on tracks together. Tinie's working with N-Dubs, Chipmunk's working with this person. It's amazing, like, because the thing is, like, the whole UK, 68 million of us are ready and waiting, but they just want to see a bit of, like, you know, this is my favourite artist and my other favourite artist, like, let's give them that, please. You know, I mean, after my set today, Dappy came up to me and it was like, T, I was watching, man, I was bubbling, bruv, like, you killed it. And for me, that was like, wow, do you get what I mean? Because I've been giving that love to a lot of people, and it's finally good to see it back, you know, a bit of acknowledgement and respect, you know, I like that.